Welcome to episode 2 of my podcast series on the future of technology in sports. If you want to look back at my first episode on a summary and an overview of technology in sport, the link will be in the description down below. This episode will delve into the reason as to why I'm looking at this topic, the issues which surround itself with the continuing innovation of technologies to improve the state of our sports. As mentioned in my beta, I said I would look at 3 sports. However, in keeping in contact with my Twitter audience, I've once again limited my range to one sport. That sport is football, and the technology which I will be looking at is video review system, which is the VAR, or Video Assistant Refereeing. Football, or as the great Brazilian footballing legend Pelé quotes, the beautiful game, a sport which prides itself on beauty and passion, incorporating its fans to create a separate fan bases and fandoms appropriate to each location. However, with COVID still taking its toll on the world, fans have been disallowed from entering arenas, and in truth, the passion of the game has somewhat been lost. This idea has only been elevated due to the consistent negativity which surrounds itself with the use of VAR, or the video review system. Pictured in the thumbnail of this podcast is a shot of a stadium with a large monitor with the words "decision, no goal" displayed on it. These 3 words have become saturated within each round of football all over the world, and was the major contributor to starting this podcast and blog series. The implementation of this video replay system has had both its positives and negatives, and it has aimed to perfect the sport of football with little regard to entertainment value. VAR initiated in an international friendly between France and Italy in June of 2016. Its first use during a professional competition occurred in 2017 during a Confederations Cup match. After being effectively rolled out in friendly matches and smaller competitions, FIFA approved the use of VAR in the 2018 World Cup and was credited with helping this past World Cup to be one of the cleanest in recent history, with only 4 players being sent off during the entire tournament. However, as it progresses, more and more fans begin to identify its weaknesses. ESPN has recently tabulated a record of total overturns throughout the 2021 season, which has truly displayed, in my opinion, the issues in the game. A total of 115 overturns, including 69 goals, which have been overturned to both allowed and disallowed decisions. The issue I raise is not just the physical data. However, it's the idea that these stoppages are creating a sense of confusion and irritation, which ponders a question as to whether fans would prefer perfect results or a game which isn't riddled with constant stoppages and halted celebrations. Pundits and fans of football have emphasized their claims for disabling the VAR. This anger has come from the consistent misjudgments made by VAR officials of offside rulings, card rulings, and penalty rulings. It is now gotten to the point where it is normal to wake up as a sports fan and read a headline which opposes the use of VAR. However, with all this said, data has shown that the VAR is making a 5.5% increase in correct decisions made. So the UEFA board must look at whether they prioritize a 5% change in correct decisions made, or the beauty of the game and why the world has grown up to loving it. Thanks for listening to my short podcast. Next podcast will be the last one, predicting how I believe the short-term future of the sport will look like. Thank you for listening.